You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we good. Welcome back to the Sesh, y'all. First session, we didn't even have a name. So glad we got that figured out. We in a new space as well. NJ Underground. Shout out my man Tag for having us today. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Tag. I go by Spook or Spooky Blues. I'm a co-owner of NJ Underground Studios and man in many trades. You know what I'm saying? Hooping, shooting, entrepreneurship, a lot. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get through that in the episode. I'm just glad to be here. I'm excited to be in the session.
Yes, sir. We got my co-host Ronald.
How y'all doing?
Introduce yourself, man.
Everybody know me. But
That's Ron.
like I said before, y'all know me already. My name Ronald. I'm the assistant defensive line coach at Lycoming College. I'm originally from Philadelphia, PA. Yeah, that's me.
And I'm the other co-host, Mar. You guys know me as the financial guy. I work at a nonprofit here in Lancaster called Atala Prep. So let's dive into the first question. For Tag, what inspired you to start and become a co-owner of NJ Underground Studios?
To start it, like I just knew it was gonna be a step closer just to the vision that I told you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting closer to financial freedom, to community, to creative freedom, and things of that nature. So how it really happened was my co-owner Kurt, he had found out about this space, and literally he asked me, the day before I was leaving back to college, back to Norfolk. So it was just like terrible timing for me, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how he moves in terms of just going, you know what I'm saying? And when you working with people, you need people that balance you out, whether it's going to be somebody that's going to be conservative when you're aggressive or somebody that's going to be aggressive while you're conservative. So I trusted his pursuit and his vision with acquiring the space, and I knew the value that I bring with myself, with my team, with my assets. So I just went for it. We went for it, and we here. It's been going pretty good so far. You know what I'm saying? Definitely excited to see how it turns out in a bigger scale, for sure.
Word. So you talked about getting that decision to make right before going back to Norfolk. Did you end up going back?
Yeah, I went back to school, which I don't regret. I might have talked down on school a lot, you know what I'm saying? But like,
All of them.
nah, for sure.
All of them,
For real.
But yeah, I went back to school, so I was really just juggling both in terms of like marketing the studio. Well, I'm gonna be frank. Like when I went back to school, there wasn't much that I could do with the studio at that time being. So literally that time was just like me going back and forth from VA to out here doing stuff for the stew and whatnot. So it was just a lot. It was a lot at that time, but I'm glad I took that risk. It definitely taught me a lot because almost everything I learned was from hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing business hands-on, like just failing and learning from mistakes and things of that nature. I barely learned shit from school. I just met a lot of cool people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
So that kind of answers the question of do you think school is worth it? Yeah.
This is
so coming from Ron's about to get his master's. I just got my bachelor's.
You about to get your master's in what?
Yeah.
Sports management.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I just got my bachelor's. You just got your bachelor's. Do you think it was worth it at the end? That's a question for you too.
For me, it was worth it because, like I told you, I got into substitute teaching, and in order to even do that, you need a bachelor's. You know what I'm saying? At least a bachelor's. So, to my knowledge, but yeah, so like that qualified me to go into this next phase of my life. So, that piece of paperwork is worth it, but overall, that shit don't really be worth it. I think if you're going there, it's not worth it to like pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? You got like some smart kids over there, like Ara, she was there on scholarship and things of that nature. But like for me, I had to take out loans and a lot of that stuff for school. Like I really just that shit is not worth it at all. But a lot of the resources that school lends you are very much useful, I would for sure say. So if you're going there with a plan, and if you're going there and if you can afford to go to school, then I would say it's worth it just due to the network and due to the resources that the school provides. And I would say, like, if you're going to do something that you need to go to school for, like being a nurse, a doctor, lawyer, whatever the case, then it's for sure worth it. But, like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're bugging out for going to school until, like, you should be stacking bread and getting, like, certificates and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Trying stuff.
yeah, just trying stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's my answer.
What's your take?
So, is school worth taking the risk for? That was the question, right?
Yeah, like, is it worth it?
I think it is. I'm going to go a different route from Tag because the reason for me it is definitely me coming from the inner city area of Philadelphia. I got a lot of people looking up to me. I got younger brothers, younger sister, and then a lot of people in the community look up to me. And I had to take a risk. I wasn't one of those guys that's out there hanging out in the streets doing that dumb stuff like that. I was the guy always home, always. And I knew I had the love for the game of football, which I coach football now. So I know I wanted to keep going. Obviously, I wanted to go to the NFL, but due to injuries, due to height, I wasn't able to go. But I always knew I wanted to go to school, get out of Philadelphia, and just try something new. And then I like school so much. I went back to go master something, and that's always my big thing. I tell guys from where my area or Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, wherever, kids that come from those type of inner city area communities. If I could do it, you could do it too. Because I wasn't the smartest cookie in the jar coming out of school. I was never the guy that always wanted to do my homework, stuff like that. And not saying I always did my homework, but I was a guy that take a risk, worked hard, did what I got to do to get the grades and go back to school and get the degrees that I had.
I'm very proud of you, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I remember, like, you, just like Jamar, just sitting with you for hours,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
going over stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
From
Victory
homework to
Lounge.
just, I remember
For sure.
fucking forcing you to work out, forcing you to eat right.
Yeah.
Like that shit, now you came a long way, bro. It's fire.
Appreciate
I
it.
just think that school, not that it's not worth it, it's just, like you said, you took that risk.
Yeah.
But that's such a big risk, though,
Yeah.
in terms of finances. And we talking, that's really all I'm talking about, because if school
Yeah,
was, like,
for real.
free,
Yeah.
just like in other countries and whatnot, that'd be fire, like, for sure. But, like, it's not, so...
Not a government
It's just
coming for the
such a
bag.
big risk. Like, I feel like it's such a bigger risk, considering all the other options you can take. Like I said, like trade school or like other like programs to get your certificate, or just, you know what I'm saying. I just feel like college is just the first thing pushed on us. You know what I'm saying. I just feel like there should be more options,
Like trade school, hands-on stuff.
in
I agree
terms of
with that.
taking a risk.
I agree
You know
with
what
that.
I'm saying?
I feel that because I feel like the most valuable stuff that I learned in college had nothing to do with anything I learned in the classroom.
No, for sure.
And it taught me how to be independent, to live on my own, to depend on myself, to chase my opportunities for real. Like, nobody's gonna hand shit to you for real. Like,
Exactly.
you gotta, if you see the open door, you gotta walk through it. Don't matter that it's open. So I feel like college is worth it if you're gonna do the right stuff with it.
100%.
Like, if you're going there and you want to party, like, you're gonna find what you're looking for. But if you also go in there, you wanna seize every opportunity, you're gonna find that too. So it just
Alright.
depends on the person.
Yep.
Yeah, heavy on that. You're gonna find what you're looking
Cause
for.
I had no idea what I was gonna do in college. Like, I thought I was gonna be a music. I thought I was gonna be a music producer.
No, but I remember you had a mission to fulfill that business goal of yours.
For real, I'm back on that journey now too. So it's like I'm more on the entrepreneurship side now, other than outside of music. I do that for fun, but like I had no idea what I was doing when I was going in there. But I feel like I was a person who could figure it out, and I
Yeah.
did, and I had people around me to help me figure it out. So I think
100%.
if you're looking for the right stuff, you're gonna find the right stuff. If you're looking for the wrong stuff, you're gonna find the wrong stuff.
No, heavy
And,
on that.
and another thing was
Why y'all ain't bring Jamie? Yeah,
We
fine.
tried, bro. We
tried.
literally
We
called
tried.
her.
She
Dang,
said no.
bro.
She was like, "No, I gotta hang out with Katie
She
tonight."
the personality, bro.
But another thing with that is just like what they were saying is just connecting with people too. That's another big thing, because you know us as young men, we hold our stuff back. We don't like talking to people, really connecting with people. And me and Mar, a prime example, freshman year, At first, me Tag, I didn't really like Mar like that at first going into college, just
I
because
don't like you either.
just because of the personality stuff. But then, as we got
Bro,
older,
y'all was best friends.
I
Y'all
know,
was
but
on-
not coming in.
Not
Oh,
coming in. We met each other over the summer.
Yeah.
With the SEB program.
Oh,
Yeah, so not coming in, we wasn't the best of friends. But then after a while, after going into Lebanon Valley, which we all know that experience, and then me and Mar really connecting and locking in. Me and Mar really connecting and locking in, and it just shows like we've been good friends for 7 years now, and he gonna be the guy that be the best man at my wedding one day. So
that's fire.
stuff like that.
All right. Aside from the sentimental, we're talking about wedding. What was your experience at Lebanon Valley?
I was
bro?
about to ask y'all the same question. I was gonna ask y'all like, what's y'all biggest lesson from Lebanon Valley?
My biggest lesson.
But I mean,
You
I
go
can't
first.
answer-
You go first, Bar.
Oh, go ahead.
I got to think. What up? That was
I can
some
go
years
first, I
ago.
can go
Yeah,
first.
you go first.
You go
Like,
first.
shit. My biggest lesson was for real, like, are gonna punch me in my face. It's not a good idea, but like,
Please don't punch him in his face.
But not just the isolation of it, like what isolation can do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like the good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Because like, like COVID happened during that time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and y'all know, like, y'all called it the Bat Cave. I was just in my room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was in my room, like, plotting, like, on everything. Everything I wanted to do, everything I wanted to become. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching myself, like, new things.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was having meetings with myself, like, going over, like, what I want to do in the future, what I want to do now, like, having crises, like who am I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the LVC ain't nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Yeah, nah,
Was
ain't
it-
nothing to do out there.
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no girls, no parties, no nothing. So I was really just, I mean, aside from y'all, like I always love hanging out with y'all, but like when I was by myself, I was truly just alone, and that just made me. I feel like just during that time I solidified like who I was.
100%.
Yeah, so like that. The lesson was like when you're alone, like be alone and focus on like building yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I take heed to that.
Mm.
What about y'all?
That's tough to follow.
My,
Go ahead.
no, you got it.
Nah, you go ahead.
My thing from LVC, that experience, I could say like coming in as a freshman, like my mindset was just football, party, and women. That's what I came in coming into college thinking about: football, party, women. Because I know, no, I'm dead serious. Like it's not even funny.
And you ain't even getting no butt.
All right,
I was just about to
we
say
ain't
that.
talking
I
about
was
that. We
just
might
about to
talk
say
about that. We might talk about that. But and then after when COVID came in, you guys know I transferred to Lock Haven. Mark, stop looking at me like that. It was I think that transfer for me was good because it helped me see something different. Definitely, I know COVID was bad, but it was a good.
Wait, so I was still at LVC when you transferred?
Yeah, because you stayed at LVC for 2 years.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My fault.
But that experience for me at LVC was a good experience for me, just to meet new people. Definitely people that don't look like you. Like me going to predominantly, I went to an all black high school and then going to a predominantly white institution. It was different, so I didn't feel comfortable at first. Then as time went on, I started to adapt and learn, and now I'm here now.
What lesson did you take from it though?
Yeah, he forgot the question.
From freshman year,
Yeah,
I didn't take no lessons from LVC.
you had to, bro.
No.
You grow. You
There's a
grew.
reason because you left, so you had to face something that you didn't like.
I ain't getting too in deep why I left there, but all the lessons I learned is make sure you meet good people when you go into college, like how Mara is, and keep those good people in your life.
For sure.
I appreciate that. I think my lesson is this is like a common one, a cliche, but when people show you who they are, like believe them the first time. Because I feel like I took a lot of stuff for like face value and took a view on it of like, all right, they did this time, but it's not who they really are. But then they kept doing it, and I kept allowing it. So I think that's ultimately the reason why I left, honestly. Just like forming that boundary, learning to form boundaries.
I feel you.
But, yeah. It was more of a people thing outside of like the actual school. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I be telling people all the time, like, I was super surprised, like, at LVC, a small school, like, they had so many resources, though. Like, when I went to Norfolk State, they had a lot of resources, too. But, like, a lot of the resources that at LVC was just super different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Super different. So it's like, bro, but I don't know, bro. Even just the courts, like, yo, we had a main gym, and then we had 4 different courts. Like, bro, we got a main gym at NSU. We got a main gym, and then we got one rec gym, and you gotta fight to get in the rec gym. You know what I'm saying?
You be waiting forever for runs.
Yeah, I be trying to. I was trying. Ask about me. I was in there wailing for the runs. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different. You know, black people. You know what I'm saying? They started bringing guns in there and shooting, or like fighting and all that. So it's like you can't even have the same privileges, I guess. But it was such a cool experience, like just seeing the difference. You know what I'm saying? But
what was it like going from LVC to Norfolk?
It was the polar opposite.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, I bet.
It was the polar opposite. But like you said, like what you looking for, you're gonna get. So it's like that connection that we was all seeking. You know what I'm saying? I got that at Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? But like just the priority on like education and your future just wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's also because like I had lesser credits, so I was more with the younger crowd. So when I got over there, I was hanging with people like a year or two younger than me.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? So that also goes into that. But day, like 6 hours a day probably. You know what I'm saying? So like just being around that, and just like if I'm not studying, like I feel kind of off. Just because, like I said, like who you're around, you become.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's just polar opposite. Whatever you think LVC is just the opposite. That NSU.
Nah, I would have had fun. That would have been tough. I should have went. He recruited me to Lock Haven.
It worked, though.
But nah, not unfortunately. It worked out. It was fun. It was real fun.
Yeah, how was Lock Haven? And how was Lock Haven compared to LVC?
Yeah, you go first.
So
y'all like Lock Haven more than LVC?
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, 100%. Yes, 100%.
So I went actually after him. I did my sophomore year at Lebanon Valley too, and then I took a gap semester. So I went home. I worked for like seven months, like the summer plus the semester, or whatever. And then I went back in the spring at Lock Haven. But it was the same but different. Yeah. Like it's the same because it was another small town in the middle of nowhere, and there's no city nearby. And there's a bunch of white people. But Lock Haven had a small group of black people that was bigger than the small group of black people at Lebanon Valley, if that makes sense. So there was
no group of
Exactly.
black people.
Exactly. It was us. But yeah, so at Lock Haven, similar to you, how you were saying, like when you transfer, all your credits didn't come through because it was like a private to a public. But so we were hanging around younger people too. Yeah. We had Twan, all the KJ, all them. Brother. So we had a group that we kind of already knew going into it, which was different than LVC, of course. But I mean, outside of that, it was pretty much the same. Just how I was saying earlier, though, we looked for the good times and we were able to find some.
Right.
But it was beautiful out there. Like the scenery, nice. We was up in the mountains, over a river and shit. That shit was crazy.
We was in a farm, bro. It smells shit.
Yeah.
No, but my experience at Lock Haven, it was great. It was great for me because obviously, like I said, when I took that time off, I really got to learn how people how people is, and then I got Mara to come, and that's the real reason I got Mara to come to Lock Haven, and then just meeting new people, connecting with people. And I don't think I'd be in the position I am today without Lock Haven because just me attending there, me playing football, me using the resources I have there, me.
You played at Lock Haven?
I played a year. a year there, and then me using the resources I got there, and then me connecting with the coaches I have there. Like me and Mar, we coached there for a year, and then now I'm coaching college football at Lycoming College. So it was a great experience for me, and I would never take nothing back from that. I wouldn't want to do nothing else different. I enjoyed my experience there.
Remember we used to do the laps on the field?
Yeah.
That shit was fun, bro.
That shit was
fun,
crazy.
bro.
Bro, I be thinking about LBC flashbacks a lot.
Nah, I fuck with LBC. I loved LBC, honestly. Like, I had a lot of fun. Like, it was like, for me, I'm gonna have a different experience from y'all because it's like I said, like, I was alone for a lot, but anytime I wasn't alone, I was with y'all, but I was on side missions with So it's like, for me, it was like I felt like I was like the last man on earth. Like, I can go to the gym whenever I want, get shots up, you know what I'm saying? Go to the cafeteria, eat, go to the my room, just watch anime, spanking my shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, bro.
Wait, bro.
That's really, that's the 4 pillars, bro.
That's
I'm hooping.
Wait. You said hooping first?
Hooping, or I'm with the guys, or anime studying and porn, bro. Facts, bro.
Bro.
There's no women, bro. You gotta keep it a stack.
All right, come on, let's get this thing going. Let's move on.
You gotta keep it a stack, bro.
That's funny. You said last man on earth though. That's interesting. I think Lockhaven was kind of the same at times. Like I feel like I could go to the gym whenever I want. Nobody could be there.
Yeah.
Like it was just us. So I appreciate small towns like that for sure. Because now, whenever I go to the gym, it's 2-pack. It's 2-pack. Yeah. All right, let's get back on some productive entrepreneurs. I was trying to guide the conversation so much after that, bro.
I gotta edit that out.
Nah, you good. You good.
Right,
Keep it,
please.
Nah, we keep everything. All right, this is a good one. So on your entrepreneurial journey so far, what has been the biggest like fallback or lesson that you've learned? I can go first too if you need some time to think.
I mean, I think one of the biggest lessons is like doing it right the first time, so you don't gotta keep making the same mistake, because that's literally how it is with not just entrepreneurship, but just with life for me. Like if I do it 75%, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get them consequences for the 25% I didn't do. So it's like I'm just practicing more, just doing it 100%. You know what I'm saying? And you might win, you might lose, but you're getting in that consistency of giving it your all and not cutting no corners. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's really no corners to be cut with anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, because I would say like working, I mean that's throughout life, but my friends that work in corporate and my friends that work in like our entrepreneurs, it's just such a different like mentality and just such different fields, because like with corporate you literally have a whole big system right behind you, you know what I'm saying, but with entrepreneurship it's really just you or you and your team, so you really like any fuck up that you do, that's detrimental, you know what I'm saying. So it's similar to just like, I'm bringing it to a lot of different spots, but like that's why I said it's similar to life, because it's similar to just being a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no room for error, no room for failure. You know what I'm saying? We already started steps behind. So any mistake, that shit is gonna that shit is gonna have double the consequences than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because we normally don't have that support, normally don't have that community, or normally don't have the funds to cover that mistake. You know what I'm saying? So
About you?
My biggest thing was don't be scared to take no risk. That's something I live by. Never be scared to take no risk, because it's just you don't want to live life with that what if. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to live life saying, oh, what if I did this? What if I did that? Like I could speak of us, for example. We took a risk on staying up Lockhaven for the summer, coaching, not getting paid, and that paid off for both of us.
Real?
I took a risk earlier last year. Went to go coach at Lycoming, and then I think that risk worked out for me. Any opportunity I get to take a risk, I'm gonna take it because who knows, that risk might change my life, and that's just something I live by because I see a lot of people I know, a lot of connections, people I talk to, they take risk in their life and then it works out for the best. So I'm one of those guys. I'm a big risk taker. I'm gonna take everything now. If it's a good risk that sounds good and it sounds like I can move off that risk, yes. But if that risk sounds like it doesn't make no sense, I won't do it. So that's why I have good mentors and stuff that I could talk to about my risk. But if the risk sound good for me and nobody else think it sound good, I'm gonna go with it because I think every risk I took so far in my life it paid out. So I'm gonna keep following my heart.
Facts.
I think mine is don't make any like business agreements or like deals with emotional attachments. Just because your emotions are gonna change regardless of whatever agreement you're gonna have. So you need to be able to separate them from that. Like you can't depend on your emotions to make sound decisions in critical moments a lot of the times. So you have to put in systems for yourself and for your team to follow so you don't have to rely on your emotions, you know. I think I don't know, I've lost a lot of money so far and I'm only just getting started and I've lost potential growth just from reacting Coach D 5-second decisions.
Yeah.
Reacting in 5 seconds rather than setting myself outside of the problem or outside of the situation and be like, okay, if I was a sound mind right now, what would I actually want to do? Like, what actually makes the most sense instead of just me feeling how I'm feeling right now.
Facts.
Yeah, because I didn't, especially when you play with stocks, bro. It's like I'm not a day trader. I can't be because I don't want to have to make a decision in 15 seconds. like that's not me. I'll play the long game. That's okay. I want to be able to put it away and not think about it. And it's not even a part of my life. I just know it's growing.
Or yeah, I was fucking with like the mid game. I would say like the options. You know, what
You
I'm
did
saying?
sweeps too.
No.
Okay.
Just straight options, bro. That's as far as I went. COVID was running it up.
Yeah. Nah. You are the one that planted that seed in my mind, bro. I think we talked about this before. Come on, bro. All right, whatever, bro. But you gave me that thought like years and years ago at C-Store, LVC. You showed me your Robinhood. I was like, what the fuck is a Robinhood, bro? Get out of my face.
Yeah,
and
you
showed me
was
13 bands, bro. You showed me
you
13 bands. Yeah, and I was like, okay, like he might be doing something. I started reading on it, then I put it down, started coaching, and then I came back to it. I'm like, yo, this was actually making sense.
I'm not gonna lie, them 13 bands is gone, bro. In seconds, bro. Like, yo,
it happens to the best.
And that's
of
what
us,
you're saying with you're saying the multiple intelligence. That's when I really learned that day.
You lost it that day?
No, it wasn't that day, that specific day, but it might have been. Because it
might have been.
It was in the same day. I got it and lost it in the same 2-day span. I was plotting on that for months, and then it hit, and I got 10 bands, but it was predicted to go 30. So I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show my patience. I was thinking I'm gonna show my patience to let it go 30, and then that shit, I got nothing out of that shit. It went right back down. So I was asked out, and what I should have did, smart person, like risk. I forgot what it's called, but as it goes down, you're taking profit as it goes down, like setting actual markets for that. But I was like, nah, with the whole thing, pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like that nigga, bro. Like you really it's really so much emotions involved. Cause I remember being at practice, and then I would like, if I'm really plotting on this play, I would like go to my book bag during practice, and coach is telling me like, yo, like what are you doing and shit like that. And obviously I couldn't tell him like I'm about to go on Robinhood. But in my mind, I just felt like, oh, I'm just better than everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just got to my head. It's that 13K got to my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when it all went away, I'm so glad I learned it with 13K. A lot of people learned it with $1 million or like 100K, whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? That made me feel like money is just money. You know what I'm saying? It can be gained, it can be lost. So like I learned so much that day.
How do you think your relationship with money has changed over time? Like college until now?
I'm realizing. I mean, it's really been since that day. My mindset had since I've gained and lost that. My mindset has changed since that day. Like I've never made that much money and never lost that much money.
Mm-hmm.
So my mindset has been money is just a tool, and money can be gained. Like a lot of people think money can't be made. Like a certain amount can't be made. You know what I'm saying? So I know I be affirming money, just like how you be posting about just affirmations and whatnot. Like I be affirming money in my hands. Always affirming opportunities and whatnot, because I know it can be made. You know what I'm saying? If you just got the right mindset, right skills and tools and whatnot. So that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just think you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you really just gotta attract it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a different, like you can't, like you can say it, but like you gotta build how you attract it. It's like I was saying, like building skills to attract it, whether it's like learning how to shoot photography, learning how to do a trade, you know what I'm saying? Because then you're in need, so you're going to be attracting money to you because you got this, or you can invest in something like houses or businesses, whatever the case, and that business is going to have value or be in need, so therefore you're attracting money. So you know what I'm saying? From that point, I just kind of like dissociated myself from money and felt in a way like above it because it's a tool.
What about you? What's your current? We talked about your history with money so far in the last podcast episode.
Yeah.
But what's your current relationship? Like, how do you also see money just as a tool? Or do you see it as a necessity? Like,
I just see money. See, my big thing is to me, money is not important to me. Like how Tag said, I just see money as a tool because as long as I got everything I need covered, like my car insurance, bills and stuff, I know like a lot of guys, and definitely in my career path with coaching, a lot of guys, they chase the money. Me, I tell myself, the money gonna come depends on how good you are. And I know me, how hard I work and how much I do, the money gonna come. So money is not an asset to me. It's all about the little bit of money I have, how I manage it, how I put money aside for my car insurance, stuff like that, do stuff like that. But me and money is not like best friends. It's just money is something, a tool that I have just to make sure I'm covered with stuff.
Nah, I feel you. I think though, but I think Jamal's gonna end up telling you that, you know what I'm saying? But just because you got a big heart, so like money should never be the what's the name, the main objective or priority per se, but like how I was saying, just building systems so that you always attracting that money. So, but even when you get the money, like somebody as big of a heart as you gonna get what you need for like your bills, necessities, family, whatnot, and everything else you're gonna give away in terms of like whether it's investing into your teams or whatever the case. But I think like we should be making money, something not like it should not have like emotional value, but it should have importance because we know, especially the good people, because we know what to do with it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Mar?
I go back and forth, honestly, especially working with money, like every day. It's definitely a thing that I ask myself a lot, but I'll go with my most recent thought that it is a tool, but you cannot forget its importance. Like, yes, it's only a tool, but some tools are more important than other tools. You know?
Hey, I agree.
Like if you need a Phillips head and you only got a flat head, you might be struggling a little bit, or vice versa. So I think it's important to just keep that in mind, because people will say that and then they'll, God forbid, knock on wood, pass away, or they'll hit some economic hardship, or they'll get sick or something like that, and they need that money. But they were like, "Oh, it's just a tool. I can always get it back," and now they don't got shit to save themselves with, you know.
100%. So
I think it's a balance of, yes, it's a tool and it should be used to gain more money and to gain skills and all that stuff, but it should also be a reserve, a safety net, a way to build generational wealth. Honestly, like through how, like something as simple as a life insurance policy. Excuse me. If you get that, you can set yourself up and your kids and your kids. If
For
your
sure.
kids play it right, you know what I mean. So
100%.
it's more than just. There's always going to be some form of money, whether it's the dollar or gold or silver or whatever it is, or knowledge, time. There's always going to be some form of money. There's going to be monetization everywhere. So regardless, it's going to be important, and you got to plan for it. That's my take.
Yep.
For sure.
You good? All right.
It's like a different world when you got the headphones on, right?
No,
You
for
gotta take
real.
them off,
For real. It's like a
and then
portal.
you're back
Yeah.
into
Yo, have you seen this
reality.
the show Severance?
I haven't, but I've seen it. I haven't like watched it.
Yeah, so like it's like when you go to work, you're going down this like elevator and like you hear a ding and like immediately like you're no longer your outside body. You have an entire different like mindset and thought process, and like you're still you, but like you're not attached to, they call it like your outie.
Like you're out of body, like you're in the spirit realm.
Nah, you're at work. Like you're at your body is still in a physical place, like at work. You're just at your job, but it's not a part of your life.
Oh, so when you clock in and work, your body's there, but your mind is somewhere else.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like
It's like your sleep kind of.
yeah, I would say yeah, they definitely like my uncle be talking about that all the time, like how they throw stuff into TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like television. I'm not even gonna start this. Bro.
You gotta go down a rabbit hole.
I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole, bro.
Nah, I think that stuff is a real possibility though. Like the Neuralinks and everything. Like I think I can see it happening. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I'm on a little tangent. My fault. I digress.
Yeah.
But all right, let's do a fun question. What's a useless talent that you have, but it's like super cool to like show at parties and stuff? Like you like to whip it out for people.
Hey yo.
Crazy. Oh my god, bro. All right.
Bro.
I saved this question for you because I know you have something,
I
bro.
promise you, bro, I don't. All my talents have use,
That's
to my
BS.
opinion. I can play basketball and
Okay.
do all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it
Yeah, you don't
comes
have
to
like a party trick though.
No, bro. I'm not cool like
What you-
that.
That's not cool. It's like an
I'm not cool
uncool
like
talent.
that. Nah, any like thing that's cool,
Mhm.
I'm not cool at, bro. I'm not good at. I'm not good at pool. Not good at like bowling. I beat her.
Mm.
You still owe me those shoes. I'm not good at fucking the bong, the ping thing. Like y'all see, I didn't even go to the parties at LVC, bro. I'm not.
Oh, like
It's
you
not.
talking like beer pong?
Yeah, beer pong. It's not the type of dude, bro.
You got
I'm
one?
sorry.
What's that?
I know Ron got
It's
one
like
for
a
sure.
random talent, like a party trick.
No.
You got one?
Y'all are boring.
Bro, like who thinks about party or party treat? Like I don't
I
have
don't
no
know.
party treat. Like,
Bro, we
I
all right.
just
So when we
talk
was at
all
Lock
day,
Haven,
bro. We just
we was
talk
at
all
Lock
day,
Haven.
bro.
I used to interview people at parties, and I used to ask them questions like that. So like people would definitely
Oh.
have party tricks, bro. Like what are you
Okay.
talking about?
I feel you.
Nah, I don't
You
have a
just
party
don't got
treat.
one.
Yeah, I just don't got one. I'm boring.
Dang.
So what's your party treat?
Mine
Mine
is
is-
dumb. Everybody, it's a Rubik's cube. Everybody knows that.
Oh
Like-
yeah,
like
you
it's-
did used
yeah.
to have
You
the
can do
Rubik's
it.
Cube though.
So
Nah,
you can do
you
that.
used to be fire with that.
What, a minute 30?
No, like 30.
30 seconds?
30
Probably like
seconds?
30 to 40. Yeah,
Nah, I'm not jacking.
I got a cube in my bag
Go
right now,
ahead.
bro.
Do it right now.
Pass it to me. It's in the front part. If I get over a minute, I'm shitty though.
You said 30.
I said 30 to 40. All right. Is this mixed cool? You want to mix it?
Nah, I want to mix it.
All right, go ahead. Look, I think I'm playing around, bro. I got the Cube app on my phone. Like,
Let's set this timer, man. Let's do it.
He said 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
All right.
at least.
30 to 40.
No, it ain't no at least. 30 seconds.
Oh, you going?
Oh, I haven't done this in a while. That's crazy. All
What?
right. Let's
3.
see. Wait.
Bro, you didn't get time to figure it out, bro. That's a part of your seconds, bro.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Oh, nah, he's wilding. Okay.
Ooh.
How many shorties you brought back to the room with that one?
None. I'm full. You just messed me up, bro. Shit. Nah, it's over 30. This is way over 30.
Oh. Okay.
Nah, this is over 30.
I can't even move it that fast.
That's way over 30. 38.
Oh,
38,
okay.
38.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay. That was tough.
Yeah, don't doubt me. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, my
But you
man,
said 30.
nah,
It
I'm
went
playing.
38.
My fault, bro.
Bro.
Do better.
It wasn't the.
Now he said 30 to 40. So
Oh,
he kept his word.
I set my guys' standards.
Yo,
went
can I
30.
get some gear?
Look, bro, 27.
got you.
My best is
I got
27.
you. All right.
Best is 27.
Yeah, but you ain't do your best on camera.
All right, bro. All right, but you don't even have a talent, bro. What are you talking about?
I do got a talent.
What is it?
Connecting and talking.
Yeah, everybody like Ron.
Everybody love me. Like you
Everybody
said,
like Ron.
Hey, I got you to come to Lock Haven. You know what I'm saying? Just me being myself. That's my talent.
For sure.
Oh, that's corny. Anyway.
That was corny. Okay.
Well, let me get my questions back up. Nah, you remember when you tried to freestyle, bro?
No.
And all right, I was about to play the video, but I won't play
No,
the
don't
video.
do that.
That's cool.
I'm trying to be professional here.
All right, my bad. All right. This is interesting. What's your creative process like? Like when you have a vision for something, maybe a movie or a short film or something, photo shoot, anything. Like, are you a vision board person? Do you like to write it down, like words?
I'm glad you brought that up because it's like, for me, I got, like, say I have a thought in my head, I'll probably write it down. Like, this one's just ideas and shit of just a bunch of just ideas. And then from that, it goes to probably a mood board or straight to shooting or just whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it depends. It depends on if some things take years. Some things I'll write it down or I just have a thought and it'll manifest to years later. Something is no need to write it down. Like, nah, that's too good of an idea. I want to do it right now.
100%.
Like, I just had an idea from you just talking, so I'm gonna give some credit to you when it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, word. But like,
what was it? Let me know.
Nah, chill.
All right,
That's the
right,
thing
right.
too. Like, if you start talking too much,
Yeah, people gonna start trying to take.
not only that, but it's like a lot of people get instant gratification from this saying they shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never even told niggas. I mean, you didn't. You just told niggas I'm working on something with your shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just boom and then have some, or even if you say it, next time you come, you gotta have some next ready. Cause I'm a victim of that myself. Like, a lot of shit I be saying, be sounding good. You know what I'm saying? But, and so when I say it, it's like, yeah, and people go, oh no, you're doing something very well, and then you get that gratification just from hearing that reinforcement. But like, if you just keep it to yourself and just keep building, you know what I'm saying? You don't, like Jimi Hendrix said, it like a lot of compliments are just distractions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta just build on what you want. So it's really just like anything else, like just making a snowman, getting an idea, and then finding what you need for the idea, who you need for the idea, and things of that nature. I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But I think with my creative process, a lot of things revolve around intention. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be feeling like, I just personally feel like a lot of things I do is just super fire because I'm doing it for certain reasons. I'm not doing stuff just to do it. Like, I'm very inspired by just like Black Wall Street and how like a community came together and like pulled their resources together and thrived off one another and made it look good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I do in art and basketball and whatever revolves around that vision. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things revolve around intention. So I'll get an idea and I'll be like, okay, how can what's the intentions behind it? You know what I'm saying?
What does you talked about Black Wall Street? What does that look like for you, for us, in the future? Do you think? Like what does that look like despite history of destruction when we try to do those things?
I got a question for you too.
Yeah.
An interesting one.
Go ahead.
But I'll answer this one first.
Hopefully I got a good answer.
What it looks like is literally the same dynamics, literally following them same principles of one hand wash the other, they both wash the face. So people coming together and pulling resources, pulling skill, pulling knowledge, pulling wisdom. Love is the revolution. Like if we all like, I know Dapper Dan talks about it a lot. Like and back in Harlem before the crack epidemic, there were no locked doors in Harlem in the black community.
I heard about that.
Like so, like just moving off of frequency. Like if you don't got it and I got it, I'm gonna help you do that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a business venture, whether it's getting your money up, whether it's watching your kids or whatever, and we move as one. Because a lot of other like a lot of people condemn them for doing it, but you have to learn from it. Like a lot of other communities, whether it be like the Filipino community, the Jewish community, Indian community, Asian communities, they stick together. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it even happened with us at LVC. Like a lot of foreign exchange Asian students, they be tight knit. You know what I'm saying? We be tight knit too. Like when in terms like if you see another black person, you're more likely to gravitate towards them. But I feel like just in our culture, there's just a lot of just natural animosity, like
competition,
fear. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I had to check myself one day. I'm walking, I seen a black dude, and I just tightened up, just in case like he on something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of us, whether we not admit it, we do it. In terms of like get my toughest face out when a black person walk by, but when a white person walk by, I'm calling them sir, I'm telling them have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? So it really just, to answer your question, it's the principles that we live by. It's really just the generic answer is the principles we live by economically, socially, emotionally, how we treat our brother, and treating everybody that look like us as our brother. You know what I'm saying? And moving on that accord on each state economically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, all sort. I got a question for you, but
let's go. No, let's go. Right. I'm ready.
How do you feel about because you on like the same, I'm assuming like on the same type of tip that I'm on. Well, I mean yours is mostly financial, but I'm assuming that you resonate with the black community. You want to lift up the black community. So how do you feel about like fucking with white women?
Bruh. I'll be honest with that.
You know I was gonna say that?
Nah, but I thought about it before on the drive down here. I was like, he's gonna ask me about that. So I feel like a politically correct answer, and I have my internal thoughts.
Give me. Go ahead. Just give me both.
So my political correct answer is that it really shouldn't matter. Like love is love. If y'all can figure out to make it work, like that's y'all inner conversations with each other and all that stuff, right? My internal thoughts, like for me and what I think I would most likely do for my family is I would prefer to like marry someone that's black, or my current girlfriend is mixed, and I'm like, I love my girlfriend. I'm probably gonna marry my current girlfriend. So like, but she understands our culture. She understands like what we go through on a day-to-day basis. She understands. She grew up in Philly. She's familiar with, like, she's not. I feel like we experienced this a lot, Kevin, where people were mixed, but they didn't grow up around black people, so they were still scared of black people. But I'm like, you are us. Like, what's going on? But so she's us. Like, you know what I mean? So I think I try to keep my dollars as close to the black community as I can, just because I know what I want to do in the future. I would love to have my own piece of land, and I can have my own community one day. So that's always a part of my mindset when I spend money. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't restrict myself like, oh, I'm not shopping from Walmart or like, you know what I mean? Like if I need it in that moment, like if I need eggs and I gotta go to Giant to get eggs, I'm not gonna like be like, nah. But if I have the time to plan and do stuff like that, like I'm gonna try my best to do that.
For sure. So, can you answer the question that you asked me in terms of what does that type of like black community look like for you in the future? Or what's your opinion on that black community in the future?
Nah, so me and Kayla was just talking about this probably last week. Actually, yeah, last week because my cousin passed away, so it was like really like a moment of like self reflection. Like, okay, he was only 21, I'm 24. Like, this shit can be lost at any moment. Like, I need to start getting serious with myself. So we were talking about that, and it was funny. It was funny because I was like, bro, I need to live close to my friends, and she was like, why? And I was like, because I never lived close to I never lived close to any of my friends. So I would love to have probably 100 acres, something like that, a nice chunk of a little town or something, and have my family live on like different parts. So it's not that we're neighbors. Like there's definitely space. There's gonna be a farm. There's gonna be stuff that we can live off of in the middle, and like our properties kind of surround that outer edge, and we'll have black owned businesses surrounding that. So like the core is like inside of my family, and then all the businesses stuff like built outside.
That's fine.
Yeah. But that's hard to do, so stay tuned. It's gonna take some time.
For sure.
Repeat that question one more time, please.
It was his question.
What was your question?
Oh, like what does your like financial freedom, like what does your vision look like in the future for you?
No, the other one you said.
White woman.
Thing. No, the black community thing,
Bro.
The one you just
because
asked.
you be like.
Chill.
I'm not
We're not gonna get into it.
Exposing y'all.
Hey, we're not getting into it. What you say?
Do you feel a way about that though? I don't have. I didn't even answer because I personally don't have a problem. I think you know what I'm saying.
Listen. Like,
all right, let's get into it.
Let's
get into it now. Let's get into it now.
Okay, I agree. I think love is love, bro.
Love is love.
I think love is love.
No matter if you black, white,
But
yellow, purple,
I
love is love.
personally think like niggas is mad pussy and mad self-hating when like for the most part it would be dark skinned niggas get in with Hispanic women and then like shaming dark skinned women like they mother ain't dark skinned. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's
that's
a
crazy.
form of self-hate.
That's
like
crazy.
if something is your preference, even if it's outside of your race, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like why would I care? Like that's what you like. But I personally don't like when people is just coming at their mouth like disrespecting it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take. But honestly, I feel still like love is love. Like if I like any type of, I'm gonna marry R, but if I like any type of other woman like that'll, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm be with.
Nah, I feel you. I was low key trying to dodge your question earlier when I was answering.
Yes.
But it wasn't coming from no judging.
No.
Nah, because
everything you say come from the heart.
Nah, because in the past we both dated white women, but I can speak for myself. I think that was just a product of Lebanon Valley College. I don't think every season outside of my time at Lebanon Valley College, that has never been the case, and that's never been my interest. Not saying that like white people are ugly or anything, 'cause that's not true either. But I think the cultural piece is so huge for me, at least right now. Like there are certain things that I don't want to have to teach, so it's like I don't want to have to waste our mental power right now in teaching you why this is a microaggression or why we can't do that because whatever reason. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't like teaching that stuff.
And elaborate from what you said, like Mar, like how I said, love is love. And to me, like, you know, me being a coach, I'm a teacher every day. So I don't mind teaching a woman what about my culture, about how I grew up in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. My ex-girlfriend, she know I had to explain to her because she was from Hickville, PA, and I'm from the inner city area of Philadelphia. So I had to teach her, really elaborate on that stuff. And then also that helps you connect more with that person if you really want to see that person go down in your future. So me personally, I don't mind being a teacher just to have somebody learn from where I come from, because even though they're not the same color as you, they might go through the same experience. Because I met some few Caucasian people, Puerto Rican people that live in my city of Philadelphia. They went through the same stuff, probably worse than me. So I'm not. I'm not. That's why I say I'm not the guy that look at color because of the situation they come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy I'm willing to teach a woman what my life was about or what stuff is about because that's just the guy I am.
Nah, I feel you. And honestly, you probably will. Not chill.
Next
I'm not gonna put it on. But if I had to guess, I would say you're going
next thing.
Next thing. Had to be somebody.
I'm saying though, she gonna cook for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you a softie. Like if you got a black woman, I would say are a little harder. Just I wouldn't like. That's not no respect. I'm saying, look, all right. Hear what I'm saying though. Due to the conditions that we're put in as black men and women.
But hear me out. I love black women too though. I love all women. I love all women. I don't discriminate against no woman. I love I love all women.
Would you ever?
What?
Yeah. All right. Close your ears. Would you ever have 2 wives? How do you feel about that?
No.
No,
I'm a committed man. I don't agree with none of that cheating stuff and stuff like that.
No, I'm saying like
2 wives isn't necessarily cheating.
No. I'm sorry, 2 wives. No, right. Because I'm the type guy I like to give one person my all. I don't think I can give my all to 2-3 people because they going.
No, I was about to. That's a lot of work.
Yes, and then to be honest with you, you got to have a different personality for each one because you got to match what they like. You know what I'm saying? So if you get intimate with one, that's cool because y'all really get to teach each other how y'all are. But if I have 2 of them, I have to go with her. If I'm arguing with her, then I'm having an argument with this one. It's not going. It just says you as a man gonna stress you out.
Yeah, that's insane.
Nah, for real.
That's
multiple.
Insane. I got 5.
Who?
Neo.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. One is enough to manage. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm trying to manage my life in a relationship, and I feel like I'm.
Hey, we know. Let me stop.
I'm trying to manage my life and my relationship, and I feel like at times that's already like.
How y'all feel about that? Like balancing, especially like as an entrepreneur, like balancing your life with a relationship.
Well. Me, luckily, I'm not in a relationship right now, so that's the best part for me.
You said luckily?
Yes.
That's not what you be saying, man.
Yeah, I'm happy, right? But the thing is, for me, though, I'm happy because I'm 24 years old. I'm young. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm living my life. I don't have no distractions in my way right now, so for me, it's just go mode. I'm working hard, doing stuff like that, and just me being so young, I don't try to let nobody outbeat me. Like, I know I don't have that much experience in coaching because I'm young, but it's like, I'm always the first to the office. I always try to beat everybody to practice. I always try to set up the drills first, just the little stuff, just so you can elaborate more. I know I'm going a little bit off topic.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, I already said
my fault, big bro.
I forgot the question.
Yo, you know you can't beat me, right?
Well, what?
Like wrestling? I used to put you on your back.
All right, come on, pause. But let's keep going.
What was the question? I forget the question.
How is it like managing your life in a relationship?
Well,
especially as an entrepreneur.
I think I've learned to hold ideas until they're actionable. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes, not to say like the person, like my partner will do it on purpose, but it's like sometimes her line of questioning like discourages me. So it's like, okay, I know I need to think about those things, but I need this momentum right now so I can see this to completion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, yeah, I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm thinking about that stuff, but it feels like negativity. Does that make sense?
I feel you.
But she doesn't mean it in that way. So like, I just hold the idea now until I'm like, all right, I'm ready to receive feedback.
Yeah, facts. Nah, I think that's a good partner. Like, because a lot of partners have like yes men to where like whatever, any idea you have or whatever you're doing, it's just like, yeah, you're doing great. But it's like, in reality, it's like, nah, like, what about this, and that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a balance.
I found one that was, I don't know how she did it, but she stopped my ass straight in the track. Like
In the tracks of what?
like just life. Like I feel like I always move. I'm always focused on the future. Like I'm always focused on tomorrow, next year, next 10. So like it's really hard. I mean, it's really easy to miss the things that are going on right now. And she has a really like I don't know if it's like her energy, just the way she is. I feel like anybody can tell that about Kayla. Like she just slows everything down for me too. I can process it more efficiently, more accurately.
That's fine.
Yeah.
One more question. You think we can get one more question in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what the time. I just saw it. I don't got a. You got a question? You said you had a question.
Nah, I don't have no question. I was just seeing if y'all had any more questions.
Nah, we can close out. We good. We straight. I appreciate you, Tag, for letting us come through. Appreciate y'all in the back. Y'all definitely helped us set up. Couldn't have the experience without y'all.
Yes.
But
appreciate the young ladies in the back.
For sure.
Appreciate Tag, Austin Ishiguro.
Austin Ishiguro. That's a story for another time. That's a story for another time.
They're gonna have me back, bro.
I know, but
For
Tag,
real.
no, for real. But like what me and Mara said, we really appreciate you having us come up here today. Just you, just how we see how you grow in the last 6 years.
Bro, we knew he was gonna be a visionary.
Yes,
we knew he was cooking up something.
Just the type guy you are now. You starting this business, you doing your thing, and then even for all of us, like Mara with the financial advising, me with coaching, and Jamie with being the teacher. Our whole group is like doing their thing, and like it's good to see. Definitely us three as African American men. We need more guys like us in this world, and then even for guys like that watch this podcast to really see like what's our day-to-day life and what struggles we went through in order for us to get in the predicament that we in today.
For sure. Yeah, definitely inspired me, bro. And just like the power of just friendship, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing you just being a meatball and then just turning your whole life around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that took a lot of commitment and dedication, like, not even just physically, but just
Mentally,
I seen the mental stuff you went through.
And it take having good friends, man. It take good people, having good people in your corner that you could trust and talk to and relate to.
So I look forward to this building with y'all, learning from y'all, you know what I'm saying?